Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Chris, and welcome back to once again another episode of the 2015 NFL season ManicManiac Predicts. Hey, it's the Pro Bowl. Makes the preseason games look like they're so meaningful. Now, we are going to be predicting these games today. They're not going to count for or against us. This is just a fun little thing that we and Gocubs are going to predict. Because who the hell cares? I mean, both teams are filled with Pro Bowlers, or Pro Bowl alternates for that matter, with how many people decide to step down. We're gonna just throw our predictions, and we'll see what happens, and yeah, it'll be fun. But before we get to that, we gotta recap the weekend that was last weekend. What a glorious weekend it was. Let's go look back at my and Gocubs' predictions.
I think the Broncos are going to upset.
I'm taking the Patriots.
I'm still going with the Panthers.
I gotta go with the Panthers as well. Alright. I was 1-1 this past weekend, and I'm glad that I was 1-1. The Patriots lost. I predicted them to win, but they lost. And the Panthers won. And I'm totally okay with that, because that means we get two new new teams in this game. It's great, and I absolutely love it. I know a lot of people who are Patriots fans are devastated, but guess what? You had a championship last year. Step aside now. Let's get another one, alright? let's get a new team. The Broncos haven't won since the 90s. Actually, you know what? I'm going to the whole Super Bowl thing. There's so much to be out to talk about regarding that. We'll get into that even next week's episode. Excuse me. Alright, so anyways, I'm 7-3 now, 153-113 overall. Still not the record that I want, but let's hope that we get to 8-3 with a right Super Bowl pick. So we'll see what happens. Gocubs in the meantime has gone ahead 8-2, has absolutely kicked my ass now with that Broncos pick. He really threw a Hail Mary, and I think that he is the one that gave the Broncos the strength to win this game. Who else would have been? Who else? The Broncos, their chances of winning that game were so slim, but they ended up pulling out with the amazing defensive play that they had, and some nice looking throws by Peyton Manning. You know, it's a miracle that they did it though, because we all thought the Patriots were going to do it. But Gocubs had faith, and I think the strength from a blonde boy from Chicago, Illinois, went all the way to Denver. That energy, and the Denver Broncos were like, no, we gotta win it for the trombonist. We gotta win it for the trombonist. And there we are. So, anyways, we'll talk all the time about the Carolina Panthers and Denver Broncos. You're gonna watch coverage of it probably all week. You're gonna hear it non-stop. So let's talk about the teams that lost. They're our favorite segment. RIP. The New England Patriots. Look, I'm a Jets fan, and I'm a Giants fan, and I'm a Bills fan. So I'm always at war with the Patriots. But I have so much respect in the world for the Patriots, and don't like all the cheating allegations going up against them. I don't know enough about the earlier allegations, and I know that the Deflategate thing was kind of weird. Me and Gocubs have talked about it a lot of times. Just the whole investigation was just bizarre, and just how the NFL conducted it was bizarre. Regardless of that, the Patriots, Tom Brady is the best quarterback of all time. People say Montana is. I have not seen Montana play, so maybe it's not my place to judge. But Brady has shown time and time again that even if no matter who you have on that field, he's going to be able to he has some sort of magic with him that he can make plays still. I have all the respect in the world for him and Belichick, one of the best coaching minds. He's gotten a lot of heat for some of the calls that he made on Sunday, and of course some other calls that he made earlier this season, or like late in the regular season rather. And it sucks to see him under fire. That comes with being a coach, but to be the greatest of all time and for people to question your greatness, it sucks. But yes, they were questionable decisions, but you mean sometimes you gotta throw those Hail Marys like Tom Brady did to Gronkowski, and it worked after the third time. But hey, the New England Patriots. Patriots fans are upset. They felt like this was the year that they get revenge on the NFL, especially because of the whole Deflategate thing. And they're upset. But what I say is, you got a title. You got a title last year. After 10 years, and you finally got a title. Don't be too eager for 2. Especially the guy that got the tattoo with the 50 on it, the people that changed their usernames on Twitter to be like the day after Super Bowl 49, Super Bowl 50 champs, Patriots, like that. Okay, calm down. Calm down. Shh, sit here, have a cookie. It's all good. It's Gucci. This is not the end of Tom Brady. This is not the end of Bill Belichick. These guys are going to continue going on for, I would say, at least 5 years, maybe a little bit more. I think they are going to continue to thrive. They're going to continue to kick ass. As a Jets and Bills fan, I always want to see the best for those two teams. But I don't think they could ever match what the Patriots can do. So all mirrors start to the Patriots. Patriots fans, just do not worry about it. One of the craziest things I saw was how that this game was set up or staged so that way they would have the perfect Peyton Manning ending, which I think is really just someone's very salty that their team lost. First of all, and like what? Basically, you're saying if it's staged, then that would mean the Patriots would give into what the NFL wants them to do. And why would they do that after all the Deflategate shit? They basically hate the league because of it. They opted out of the Pro Bowl, which, let's face it, good for them. But they opted out of the Pro Bowl completely. All the players that were selected, kind of like a fuck you to the NFL. So I mean, I find it very hard to believe that it was staged. But if it was staged, that's a pretty good fucking story. So don't mess with it, all right? So don't shame it. It's great. It's great TV. All right. Anyways, enough with the Patriots. Don't feel bad, Patriots fans. You guys will be back there next year. You can probably win Super Bowl 51. I ain't counting you out anytime soon. Same thing with the Cardinals. Even though they had much more of a meltdown, the last few games for the Cardinals were just absolutely hard to watch, and well, except for the one amazing game with the Packers. But the Cardinals, they're such a good team. They have all the right pieces, but their window is slowly closing, and the fact that they could not take advantage of this year is kind of sucks. They need to keep as many people as possible going into next season. Try to stay healthy. I know it's tough because injuries are unpredictable, but try to stay healthy. This team can really do a lot of damage. And who are they facing next year? They're facing they face their usual opponents, but I have to think, who are they facing division wise? They're facing the NFC South, so Panthers. You got to face the Panthers again, so that kind of stinks. And then you're facing the AFC East. You're facing the AFC East, so then you have to face the Patriots. You gotta have to face a Jets defense that was very good this year, and the Dolphins that could have a very good defense, and the Bills. Maybe Rex Ryan will figure out something there, but who knows? But the Cardinals, they have a tough group of teams that they're gonna have to face next year, and I think that they can prove the critics wrong, and they can go in and win some games. I'm hoping for the best for them. I really am. This was the team that I was really trying to pull for. This was the team I was trying to pull for going into the postseason. But I kind of had this feeling that when they lost the way they did against the Seahawks in Week 17, it was kind of like, I don't think they could do it. And I guess we all should have expected the Panthers to decimate them the way they did. But the Cardinals, there's a lot of hope. There's a lot of hope there. I hate the people that say, oh, the Cardinals are not a playoff team, because they are. They are. They have the tools. They have the ability. They were one of the best offenses in the league. I don't know what else to tell you. The stats show it, all right? Damn it. It's I mean, I guess any given Sunday, right? But the injuries sucked for them. they get Tyrann Mathieu back. They get Carson Palmer. They have Carson Palmer be healthy. They have all their weapons. They keep their running backs as much as possible because I think a lot of them are going to free agency. And then get a pass rusher in any sense, free agency or through the draft. That's going to be a good team. That's going to be a very good team. So, I think this could be the Super Bowl preview for next year. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, on to... Hey, look at this. We are down to 2. We started with 32. It was narrowed down to 12. And then 8, then 4. And now we are down to 2 teams left for Super Bowl 50. 2 deserving teams. I mean, the Broncos had just a weird season altogether. And the Panthers have been dominant all season. No, this is gonna be a very unique finish to a very unique season. But this was a great season. This was the one. This was. I've been following football for like a few years, but this is the first time I've been so invested in all of this, so invested in everything, and I could not have picked a better year. I love what happened this year. I love everything that has occurred. There's some bad things that happen, but that comes with the sport, or that comes with reality. And this was a really great season. I don't care who wins out of these two. I was originally really pulling for the Panthers over the Broncos, but just knowing the stories of what the Broncos and Peyton Manning, because I have a lot of respect for him, and the whole thing with John Elway and how he could go out the same way, that's remarkable. Von Miller and DeMarcus Ware, 2 guys that have been dominant for a long time. Or like for the past few years. DeMarcus Ware has been dominant for a long time with the Cowboys, and then going to the Broncos, and he deserves to be here now. It's great. It's great. And the Panthers. There's so many stories. One that really sticks out to me with Cam, with the Panthers, is Cam when he had his car accident. How something happened in that car accident that made him just absolutely dominant, like crazy dominant. They were 3-8-1 on the season when he had that car accident happen to him, and since then he's 22-2. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. And I have so much respect for him. I love Greg Olsen. He's one of the kindest guys. And same thing with Luke Kuechly, 2 of the nicest guys in the league. Thomas Davis, Walter Payton Man of the Year last year. Has a broken arm but plans on playing, and I honestly believe him. I mean, he got surgery and everything. Again, I'm getting into it big time, but I love both of these teams. I care about both of these teams, and I love this Super Bowl 50 matchup. We'll go into all the analysis and all the picks next week, but for now, I'm gonna go get Gocubs. We'll talk a little bit more about the Patriots and Cardinals. If he wants to say anything, I don't know if he will. I'll get his opinion on the whole Panthers-Broncos Super Bowl, and then we'll have our picks for the biggest game of the year, the Pro Bowl. Stupid. Anyways, I'll see you guys right after these messages. Oh wait, there's none. We are back once again with my
Hello.
Gocubs711.
Do you want to hear an interesting fact?
I love to hear facts.
So there's like a graphic design store or something somewhere on my campus, and they have, like, on the window outside, they have the text that says "Make some cool shirts," but some of the letters are different colors than others. So if you look at it the wrong way, it says "Make some cool shit."
Oh. Whoops.
The R and the S are different colors for shirts.
Well, you know what?
So it's just 4 white letters that say shit.
Well, maybe they did that on purpose.
I mean, they probably did, but
They probably did, just to get people's attention. It's like, oh, that's
even so.
You know? I also saw that you went to the grocery store, and
Yes.
there was a sale on bananas. With,
Yeah, there was a sale of bananas, and the old fee in the bowl is fucking oranges.
Welcome to society, everyone. All right. Anyways, what a weekend it was. I just wanted to hear. I talked a little bit about it before on the where I do the pre-recording. But what was your opinion about the championship games? Like, so I guess we'll start specifically with the Patriots Broncos game. I said that I knew the trombonist power would give the Broncos enough energy to beat the Patriots. But
the Patriots Broncos game was one of the most stressful things I have ever experienced.
It really was. I was tearing my hair out, and I was like, I the whole time. When I watched Patriots games this year that were close, I always was just like, oh yeah, all this team has to do to beat the Patriots, just do this and this and that, and every single time, the Patriots ended up beating that team.
Yep.
So it was this time around, I specifically was depressing myself and being like, there's no hope for that team. There's no hope at all for this team. The entire game, and it ended up working out. So now I know I can just channel terrible thoughts, and, we'll be able to beat the Patriots more often. But no, was that final drive? Let me ask you this: do you think that after seeing that Patriots game, do you think that Peyton Manning has the capability of going up against the Panthers and doing something?
No.
No way. No way.
No.
What makes? Do you think that the Patriots defense is not as good as the Panthers defense, or is that?
I don't know, dude. I think it might partially be intimidation.
Okay.
And I mean, it's Peyton Manning. He's one of the best quarterbacks ever, but
he plays mind games.
He does. But like, after the fucking annihilation that the Panthers defense did to the Cardinals, who are a great football team.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have known it by watching that one game.
Right. Exactly. The argument I would give would be that the Cardinals have not been playing their best football since, I think, since Tyrann Mathieu went down with his injury and Carson Palmer injured his finger. They dismantled the Packers, but that was just because the Packers were just kind of not great this season.
Yeah.
Got it.
I think that Manning will do better against the Panthers than the Cardinals did.
Yeah, I would say so too.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be a much closer game than a lot of people are perceiving it to be.
Mm-hmm. Also, I do want to say one thing. So in the Brady versus Manning, 17, that kind of mindset. I personally, I am more of a fan of Brady than I am of Manning. However, I fully recognize that, sort of in the situation, like Manning's the hero and Brady's the villain. And I was happy to see the hero win, at least possibly his last hurrah.
Yeah, absolutely. I was happy too. But I mean, everyone's saying who's better, Brady and Manning. I think the obvious answer is Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I have all the respect for both quarterbacks. I think equal respect for both because how they both transform their games and in their own ways. These are two quarterbacks that, though have similar ways of playing, both have transcended the game in various different ways. I mean, heck, the Tom Brady helped save the Patriots. And the Patriots were a laughingstock for so long, and what Brady did when he got there and Belichick, that team went from a laughingstock to an empire, and this evil empire that everyone hates, except for, of course, the people that really love that team. It's an empire that's very well respected as well around it. And Peyton Manning, as when the Colts were also kind of struggling when he first was drafted, and when the idea that Peyton Manning has changed the game is kind of an understatement. He's not the best quarterback of all time, but what he has done, and like I said earlier about how he really does play mind tricks with defenses.
Sorry about that.
I didn't hear it.
Oh.
But how he plays mind tricks with defenses and how he just kind of transcended the game in that way. Just how he was able to throw the ball, be in the pocket, and just completely rip apart defenses. How we have not seen that before him, and then lately we haven't really seen that of him until I feel like this game. This game kind of took apart Patriots defense that was kind of underrated in my opinion. I thought it was a pretty good defense, and I think that was what he was able to read that. He was able to do a few good throws in the game. He kind of fell out of it near the end. He was not. The defense was definitely overpowering for the Broncos after a while, but the Broncos defense helped save that game. And like you said, Carolina just completely destroying the Cardinals.
Can I ask you one thing though? And I don't know if you talked about this earlier or not.
You go ahead. I'm fine with repeating stuff.
Do you think Gostowski missing the extra point cost them the game?
No. I did not even bring that up. No. I think that it definitely comes into play. It absolutely does come into play, but I don't think that he should get as much heat or I don't think he should get more heat than the rest of the Patriots team. I think Patriots had a lot of opportunities after that kick. That was, I think, only the first or second quarter.
Yeah, that was their first touchdown.
That was their first touchdown. He missed the extra point. They had all game to do that, and they had opportunities. And I got it. If you go back and watch the last touchdown, and people have pointed this out, Gronkowski was wide open for that 2-point conversion, and Brady did not go to him. He tried to go to Edelman instead. Got the big interception. So I think that everyone's at fault, not just Gronkowski. He's one of the best kickers in the league. 524 in a row. He's there's a lot of best things about the Patriots, but definitely
I know
the kicking by far. They've had such a clutch guy like Gronkowski. Even after losing Vinatieri, who's possibly even a Hall of Famer, Gostkowski has done amazing things for that team. No one should be. They should give him heat, but not incredibly enough heat, more heat than anyone else on that team. So,
yeah, that's fair.
I think the Broncos defense is dominant as well. I think the Broncos show that they were able to stop Patriots in that offense. So
yeah,
it's interesting. All right. So we basically talked about both. We talked about the teams that lost and the teams that have moved on. I think this is going to be a very fun matchup, but we'll get into that next week. It's on to the Pro Bowl. Look at those faces. Jerry Rice and Michael Irvin are the captains of these two Pro Bowl teams. I don't want to get too much into details on who's on each team. I guess the signature players is that Russell Wilson will be the first string quarterback on Michael Irvin's team. Eli Manning, the first string quarterback for Jerry Rice. I think Irvin has the best wide receiver core, and I think the Rice has really good running backs. Have some really good running backs and everything. I think it can go either way because they're both Pro Bowl players on both teams. So, anyways, what do you think, Gocubs? What do you think is gonna go down? How do you?
I honestly have no fucking idea. I'm personally just not interested in the Pro Bowl. I was telling Chris about this earlier, but they should really just do NFC versus AFC if they want a Pro Bowl. Right. Otherwise, don't do it at all. Because I don't know. I feel like just this way, it doesn't really prove anything in terms of which one is better. At least NFC versus AFC was this is which conference has the better overall people not competing in the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
but
what I like in the Major League Baseball league, how they do when they do All-Star game, and it's actually for something. It's actually for home advantage for the World Series.
See, I also have a problem with that, but I'm not gonna get into that right now.
Yeah, well, no, I understand. But who do you want to just throw a Hail Mary, pull something out, say who you want?
Team Irvin.
Team Irvin? All right, Team Irvin.
They've got a lot of Bengals players on it, and I think that the Bengals... I've been saying that the Bengals are a Super Bowl caliber team all fucking season.
Yeah.
They also have a lot of Seahawks, and they're also Super Bowl caliber.
The Seahawks and the Bengals, I think, are two of the teams that have biggest window to make a run at the Super Bowl, compared to some older teams like the Cardinals and the
Yeah.
there's another team too, and the Broncos.
Although the only Bears player in the Pro Bowl is not on Team Irvin.
Say again.
The only Bears player in the Pro Bowl is on Team Rice, not Team Irvin.
Yeah, it's on Team Rice. That's Kyle Long.
Kyle Long.
Offensive tackle.
He good.
Yeah, and I think that what's so elusive with Team Irvin's team is that because they have Russell Wilson, because they have so many great weapons, it's very hard to pick against them. But this is the Pro Bowl. This doesn't count. I'm going with Team Rice because all the Bills and Jets are on that team, and most of the Giants. The only guy that's not on there is Dominic Rodgers-Cromartie. That's the Giants' cornerback, and their secondary sucked anyway this year. So
nice.
I'm picking Jerry Rice just for that. But I think, hey, the Pro Bowl. Say what you want about the Pro Bowl. It's been close to the last few years.
I said what I wanted.
All right, fine. It's been close. I appreciate close games. But since this is another prediction game, we're gonna do some bold predictions as well.
Cool.
I think it could be very fun. Go Cubs. You said you had yours, so go ahead.
Yes, I have mine. I didn't pick a specific player, but one person, or a running back specifically, is going to have more total rushing yards than the entire other team combined.
Okay, so that could go for either side.
Yeah.
Okay, so one running back is going to have more rushing yards than the entire other team combined. All right.
Is that a fair prediction?
That is fair. My bold prediction.
Oh yeah, did we? Go ahead. I'll wait till you're done.
I was gonna say that my bold prediction is that Eli Manning is gonna rush for 300 yards.
So there's a chance that both of ours could come true.
Yes, precisely.
Speaking of both of ours both coming true.
Go ahead.
The past weekend, both of our bold predictions kind of came true.
Fucking forget what were they again?
So you predicted that Tom Brady would throw 3 interceptions.
Yes. Well, yeah, and I didn't say exactly, and Carson Palmer got 4 interceptions. It feels like 7.
Yeah.
He fumbled 2, so he had 6 turnovers in all, 4 of them being interceptions. So I got that. And yours was going to be spot on in the Cardinals.
Mine was spot on for the first half.
For the first half, and then there was more turnovers. But you predicted 5 turnovers, with 3 of them being 3 of them or 2 of them being fumbles.
3 of them being fumbles.
And it was exactly that.
Yes.
There was an interception apiece, I believe, and 3 fumbles altogether. So Gocubs was on track, but he didn't get the exactly.
I didn't get exactly, but I got exactly for the first half.
Yeah, I'll give him credit for that. That was some big predictions. Big predictions.
I can't believe I did. I thought that 5 turnovers, like I was predicting too much.
Yeah.
Clearly not.
Well, clearly not, especially now that I'm saying that Eli Manning's going to rush for more yards than most people have ever done in the game.
Well, that's our predictions combined.
Well, yes. I don't know. I'm just saying bold prediction because this is one of the more useless games, and people probably don't try hard enough. So why not? Why not have the guy that's like the oldest quarterback that's playing for more yards than everyone, where he's supposed to throw the ball most of the time? I thought it'd be interesting. But yeah, that's it. That is it. Next week is gonna be our big Super Bowl show.
Can't fucking wait.
It's gonna be huge, absolutely huge. We got confetti and celebrities and a lot of cocktails.
Girls.
Girls.
Probably be girls there.
I think that we'll attract all the ladies, and I think that we will be the best predictors ever. The best predictors ever.
Stop talking.
Okay. Well, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching.
Chris, one last thing.
Sure thing.
Would you rather eat a pound of bricks or a Matter baby?
A pound of bricks or a matter baby? Find out next time on this episode of ManicManiac Predicts.
You
Bye-bye.
did, yo.